Okay, I'm finally back after finishing medical school, and it's time to review every single one-handed sword in 5 seconds. Keep note that I'm probably going to scuff some of my opinions because I only have 5 seconds and there's a lot of swords, but oh well, let's do it. Let's get into it. Firstly, all 2-star swords are bad, don't use them. Secondly, all 3 stars are bad unless they're the following 6. Hero's Dying Wish is a good and versatile 3-star sub-weapon thanks to Dynamic Cage Vigor and Vigor, 2 good skills. Stratocratic Circumstance is a good 3-star sub-weapon for light teams with Lucid Boon and Vigor. Goldfeather Tail is also good for dark teams as a sub-weapon with Void Boon. Forbidden Scrap Steel Blade is very good as a sub-weapon on wind teams thanks to its Tempest Boon passive. Kaine Sword is okay, it's passable thanks to Ambush and Fatal. Dark Dagger is okay, you can get away with it. Fatal and Vigor is decent as a sub-weapon, but Kaine Sword is better. Okay, on to the 4-star swords now. Bloody Broadknife is showing its age, it has decent passives as a sub-weapon and has a barrier skill for Recollections of Dusk. Black Flower is a very versatile sub-weapon thanks to Ambush and Vigor, nice weapon. Phoenix Dagger is showing its age a little bit. It's a decent weapon in the early game for SEA, but it's pretty much aged in JP and Global. Blade of Begging is a very good free handout weapon as a sub-weapon, and pretty good for tower thanks to a recovery skill. Shiny Necessity is an excellent fire sub-weapon thanks to Blaze Boon and Ambush, and it has a barrier skill. Save the Goddess is really good as a support weapon and is one of the best sword sub-weapons in the game. Perfect Justice 4 is the best fire DPS sword, and you should upgrade it quickly. Same with Rule's Black Key, which is EX Marie's weapon. It's great for it thanks to its 20% ambush. Seablown Blade has very quick cooldowns, is decent in arena but is overall outclassed by Silver Snow Claw. Ancient Overlord is a versatile sub-weapon thanks to Bold Vigor and Ambush. Faith is a decent enough weapon as a sub-weapon for arena, although it's showing its age a little bit. Silver Snow Claw is the best sword for arena. 14/15 second weapon skill cooldowns and great passives, you should use Black Pearls on it. Bloodroot Dagger is a decent defense break support for subjugation, and it looks fucking sick. Melancholy's Blade, yeah, defense meta is never going to be meta, so yeah, nah, get rid of it. Nah, jokes, don't get rid of it. Yeah, Spiral Dreams is an excellent sub-weapon for all content, you can use Pearls on it, and it's a good sub-weapon for arena especially thanks to Liquid Haste and Bold Vigor. Darkweave Dagger is a very weak sword, but it's a free handout, not worth keeping copies. Katana is potentially useful for tower with an attack break and defense up, and it's decent sub-weapon with Liquid Boon, free weapon. Wretched Blade showing its age but has a nice 20% defense break skill for 10 seconds. Blade of Judgment is also showing its age, but has a barrier skill which is nice. The 3-winged sword is a very versatile sub-weapon with Pursuit and Vigor, and has a nice barrier skill for ROD. Iron Abandonment, it is Iron A meta baby, use Pearls on it, it's decent enough, it's good for cooldown builds with one-hand sword users, good when paired with the Kebab sword. Helios is a decent support weapon with a party attack up 30% for 30 seconds, worth keeping copies but don't Pearl. Sublime Bloodline, aka the Kebab, excellent sub-weapon, good to pair with the Iron A in arena, thanks to its haste and Tempest Boon, you can Pearl it. Blade of Parting is the best wind DPS sword and potentially the best DPS weapon in the game. Definitely use the Pursuit skill before the Boon weapon skill. Sword of the Titan is decent for arena thanks to its 14 and 15 second weapon skills, but it's hurt by its mediocre passives. Type 4-0 sword kinda sucks, but it has a barrier skill for Recollections of Dusk. Blackbird Dagger is a free weapon, but it's not very good and it's outclassed by many other swords. Mock Type 4-0 sword is an excellent sub-weapon for light teams with Lucid Boon and Ambush, and you can use it as a main hand sword if you're lacking light weapons. Keep the dupes. Blade of the Lost Seal is also an excellent sub-weapon and useful in tower thanks to its attack down and defense break, which is really nice. Benevolent Ruination is really not that great, but it has a barrier skill, so you might want to keep it for that. Amicable Devotion is the only party healing one-handed sword, which makes it quite interesting. Core Terror Blade is one of the best light support weapons thanks to 30% attack up and 15% crush, and keep the dupes. Luminous Saber is the best sub-weapon for Bold Vigor one-handed DPS characters, and you should definitely Pearl that thing up, it's really good. Blackhorn Grudge is a free Blackhorn weapon. It's quite weak for players with good accounts, but decent enough for lower level accounts. Tormented Eviscerator is sadly outdated, it used to be good in arena, but now it's showing its age, has a barrier skill which is nice. Your Harishu Blade has a niche use in PvP thanks to its temp vigor, and a little bit of fleet foot bonus. Entranced Memory is a decent sub-weapon thanks to Cage Vigor and Vigor, it's quite versatile but outclassed by the Aloof Tail. Blacktoe Dagger is outclassed in every way by the Aloof Tail and the Blackened Plumage, but it's free, so that's quite good. Blackened Plumage is a very good sub-slot weapon thanks to Void Boon and Dynamic Cage Vigor, but it's outclassed by the Aloof Tail. In saying that, it's still very good. The Aloof Tail is the best dark sub-weapon for one-handed sword users. thanks to Dynamic Cage Vigor and Void Boon, and it's worth pearling after you do your arena weapons. Misos is a beautiful sword with great animations. It's quite weak though, but it's got a nice vigor and good base attack. Snakeheart Blade is a great support weapon. It's a rare dark weapon with 30% attack up to 30 seconds, and if you're down bad with dark weapons, you can use it thanks to its high damaging blitz. Rebel's Knife is an excellent sub-slot weapon. It's got a huge base attack with Joker, probably worth a Black Pearl after you do the others. That was all of them. Oh my goodness, I can hardly breathe. I'll catch you guys in the next vid.